Hey, hey, hello, hello. We're gonna do the thing. Tunic pendant mushroom shield. We have the right attack. Scats. Incorrect. Alright. This is the Reddit Weekly for the first week of November. We had a pretty good one last week. I think we were 5th-ish. Give or take. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we were 5th. Pretty solid run last week. Try to do it again this week. Alright. Tracker's good. We checked the hash, so I think we're good to go. Kick it off here in 3, 2, 1, now. Let's go. Wavy coin. Alright, so red, crystal, in desert, regular pendant, and arrow. We can make that one. That's bomb money at the very least. Alright, let's go over to the Lost Woods, check everything out there. Oh, good. Double in the sank chest. Alright. That heart's great, I guess. With crabs and arrows, meh. What is here? That is flippers. Okay. Okay. There's a decent chance we're gonna need to do that. By that, I mean Mega 1 to go get those flippers. Not looking forward to that, but it's not the end of the world. Can't do it now anyways. I'm very light on items in the early. I don't have boots. Tracker said I had boots, but I clearly do not have boots. There's the bombs I've been looking for all my life. At least for the last 3 minutes. Alright, so we can fully, well, almost fully explore the village here. Gotta be something good here. At least one thing. Hopefully multiple. Really? Alright. So the only way we don't need those flippers is if our other two pendants are swamp and ice. Otherwise, it's logically required flippers. Or the item on the island or under the bridge or waterfall cave are required. We can get to them without flippers. It's just the only thing is swamp. If swamp is a crystal, we're locked in. Everything else we can kind of fudge. Oh, we have what's it called? Zora's Ledge. There's a way to fudge it. I just don't know it. You can splash delete there. And I've tried it. I've never gotten it yet. Now is not the time to try it. So there's two things that we absolutely can't get. Maybe the island. I'm trying to remember if there's a way to... I guess you can armor water walk and do it that way, maybe? A lot of early bombs in the village. We got, like, nothing. We got Burna. But Burna is not really... I mean, it's kind of useful. Particularly early when there's no offense. We're not coming back to that. Right, I'm gonna YOLO this just because we got next to nothing. So I'm taking a guess that there is something here that we will need. Then we can go check the trouble spot. Is that right? Not even close. Not even close. Couldn't escape the arrows. Okay. So I guess we go check out some of the southern stuff. And I know it's less than 10 minutes in, but no useful stuff. We're almost at Zora money, but that's not logic right now either. Got this light on in a second. Yeah, we'll grab that, I guess. We'll use Burner to get the first one. Fine. Yeah, that went about as well as it could have. Flipper to get up to Zora. Okay. Finally, something useful. Doesn't progress us, but it helps. But we can make Flipper ourselves up to Zora, but I don't really know that I want to do that at this point. Not without the Moon Pearl. If we had the Moon Pearl and I could get the stuff in the Waterfall Cave, I would. Okay. So that gets us up to Death Mountain, which is probably a good place to go at this point. We're gonna go do that. Flute in Ice Rock Cave. That's interesting. That could be a place that people skip. At least early. But no sword, no offense, really. We have bombs. We'll try to rescue the old man in the dark with just the hook shot. I think I'm through. Yep. Okay. Looking for that right there. Okay. Alright, that was actually not too bad. So this is out of logic. I'll take it though. Bombs are actually somewhat useful right now. So we can peek on top of Spec Rock. We can go inside Spec Rock. Check that item. Then we gotta go over to the east side. On top is whatever. Okay, we want to get that. Let's get this over into Hera. Try this bomb jump setup without a sword. I think I had the horizontal. Don't think I had the vertical. Oh, I had to come down anyways. That's not the end of the world. Alright, so let's go. Check out 7-item cave. Paradox Cave, whatever you want to call it. We can go check out Pendant Terra and then come back and do Spiral Cave. I think that's probably the play. Alright, Glove. So we're a Pearl away from Dark World access now. Probably need that. This. Alright, quick peek at what's up here. The Cape. Interesting, interesting. That might be worth a grab. Alright, Pendant Terra. It's early. I'm gonna grab it. Even better. Alright. Just feels weird doing that without a sword, but nothing to be done for it. That is item number 2. And we might as well beat it since we're here. Just in case Ped is required. Could be a relatively quick fight anyways. That's 1. That's 2. And 3. Map compass or key? What do we got? Key. Alright, so we can go check out Spiral Cave and then we're out. Imagine all 3 Dark World items up here on the mountain. It's definitely possible. Pearl is here. Or some kind of stupid chain like, oh, book, I guess, would be the only thing. Book to Ether Tablet. Just 20 buckaroos. Alright, so we can go to Back of Escape. With that glove. Do that. Excuse me, why are you hiding under a bush? You just made it weird. There's our pearl. That's Dark World access. No sword. Under 20 minutes. I usually go Hype Cave first, but I'm gonna hope that Thieves Town is a crystal. Can I hook these things right now? Not that. Hook this though. Not gonna go into Skull Woods. We'll leave that for later if we even need to. Let's do a map check. Oh, it's Green Pendant Thieves. And Meyer is our other pendant. And TR is 5-6. Maybe we will go in there, actually. Oh, that's super unfortunate. I don't want to have to do another pendant dungeon, but... kind of have to do another pendant dungeon, I think. Figured it was just easier to get those guys out of the way. Like killing them. Okay, so let's see what we can see here. We see our first item is kind of crap. We've seen 2 small keys. Oh, a sword. That's our second item. Alright, so no need to come back to Skull Woods until we need the crystal. Get out of the way. Yeah, I think we might have to dip into Thieves. Green Pendant's full clearable. We can't beat any crystal dungeons. We can get into Pod and Eastern, but without a bow, we can't beat either one. Logically, a lamp and or fire rod. Well, I guess lamp would be the only thing we need. We can get by with a fire rod. key we know. Guaranteed to be in the first 4. We'll have to check the Sun Prize eventually. This is an item. Oh, now I think it's worth it to go back. We got a 3-item front. It might have been worth it to skip. Green Pendant makes it a little bit more valuable, though. Surprise bombs, okay. That's not terrible. Although I'm not really sure what it could have been that would have helped me right now. Hearts, maybe? We didn't get that sword. It was going to be Berna or Hammer Blind. These guys are in the hard bag. Good to know. And they didn't drop hearts. Well, not more hearts. Still have one more item here. Obviously, best case scenario is it is on in blind cell. So this next check we're gonna do. It is not. Alright, let's go check it out. Will it be a dungeon item? Nope, it's the lamp. Hey, way to fall. Good job. So I have a blue potion if I need it. I've got Berna. I hopefully shouldn't need either one. Blind date. You're so funny. Three cards. Okay. Look at that. Compass. Okay. The rest of Escape is in Logic now. We're obviously gonna go check out the rest of... We'll go over towards Tight Cave. And then up to Pyramid. Probably Pod. If we find a bow along the way, we can finish the pod. We do know that we do need to do agate. Swamp is a crystal. So we'll have to do that at some point. The hope is that we can not need those flippers. We can just go mode swamp. Which means we can do the agate power play late when we're a little bit better equipped for it. Not that we can get through it anyways at this point. Oh, now we can. With that sword. But we don't have mirror. We don't have myths. We can't do anything dungeon-wise that flippers would need. So there's not a ton of reason to do it now. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think there's a ton of need to rush agate power at this point. We don't even have the boots to get the flippers. So I feel pretty good about not going to do that. Go dip into pod. I don't think I ever did dig game. Now that I realize it. I just went right over. Not sure why I skipped it, but I skipped it. Important thing is I remembered that I skipped it. Don't know when we're gonna get back there, but we'll figure it out. So we can get everything except the boss. We can potion glitch our way around to the bow locked side. Alright, we're not bow locked yet. See what's here. Map. We are going to need to glitch our way over to the bow lock side. And that'll tell us whether... That'll tell us whether the vanilla big key chest that we just skipped is the key or if we need to go back and get it. Didn't need to damage myself, so I use that. I think I need to reset. I'm not 100% sure on that. we've unlocked the camera. And now we're good. So this is a small key. There isn't actually... No, it's a small key. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so I think it makes sense to hammer jump here. Perfect. So that was our first item. There's just 50 rupees. Still 4 more. Likely there's one on the boss that we can't get at this point. So if we find 2 small keys, we check Harmless Hellway. If we only find 1, we're done. Unless we find a bow. One. Nail. So this is a small key. We check it, otherwise... Alright, so we're done. Well, let's go check desert now. 'Cause if we're not boots locked, we can clear it. So pod dip, not the worst play. If the book gets us to complete desert. Ow. We haven't checked anything out over here yet, so we don't know if there's an item on the ledge. We've got a Gina we can do. We got options. We also kill the vultures. The hook. The ledge is crap. That's fine. Like I said, we can figure out pretty quick if we're boots locked. Potentially not boots locked. As long as the big key is not on the torch, we can beat it. But we'll know that if the big key is not over here. Yummits. Alright, so the big key is on the torch, so we are boots locked, but getting that mirror is nice. So now, it might be worth doing agate. Oh, we don't have the boots to get the flippers, so never mind. That mirror opens up swamp once we get the flippers. So we're doubly boots locked. Okay. That was Sankrit. Alright, where do we go now? Let's go do escape. I think we've seen the map, but we've not seen the key. We've seen one of them, was in back of escape. Tell in a second here. Yeah, map, no key. We don't need the key, though. We've already got the back. That mirror is going to make it nice and easy to get to Dark Cross if we need it, unless the key is there, in which case we don't need it. Alright, so we do need to go to Dark Cross. And honestly, if we find the boots, we just do Aga Tower, and we start doing some crystal dungeons we can actually beat. So I don't know why I'm not fluting around. I have the flute. Not smart. I've been walking everywhere. We have no dungeons that we can beat. It's kind of a weird seed. We are over 40 minutes in. And we don't even have a beatable crystal dungeon. Very strange. The two dungeons we have beat have been pendant dungeons. Not worried about damage because we're pretty much done after this. I guess we do Saha now and pop into Eastern. Turning green pendant as well. See if beating blind was worth anything. Yeah. Okay, powder opens up another check. Let's see. Odd, we don't need to go back to until we can beat it. Which means we need a bow. Skull Woods, we don't need to go back to until we beat it. Desert, we need the boots. We know where the flippers are. We need the boots. We know where the cape is. We need mitts. The good news is that once we get access to crystal dungeons, we'll be able to beat a bunch of them. Alright, that's one item. Bow unlocks 2. Boots unlock 2, technically. We've not seen the big key yet, so that's vanilla. Kind of a gross seat. Bunch of items, but no real progression anywhere. Don't like it. So let's grab this big key and hope there's a good item in this big chest. Wonder if there's something obvious that I missed. What? Where do we go now? Just got powder. We can check magic bat. Then we can go do dig game. That's gonna be the place that if something's there, I'm gonna feel really bad. Cause that I had access to. Just forgot it. Okay. So let's go finish Pod and Eastern. At least get some crystals on the board. And they each have an item, so maybe we'll get lucky and find boots or something. Also check catfish too on the way out. I think we're gonna do Eastern first. Because I might be able to replenish some of my arrows. Potentially in Pod. a long shot, but it could. Don't need him now. Need him in about 5 minutes. Kind of a brutal scene. So what do we need? Boots. Boots open up flippers for swamp. They also open up desert. We also need both rods, we need Samaria, we need the mitts. I don't know why that arrow didn't fire. But it didn't fire. Alright, so beat Pod. And then go up to Catfish. Go. And then after that, there's a bunch of bad, awful overworld checks to do. I can do kind of the reverse Smith chain, so I can do Bombos Tablet, K45, big game. Graveyard Ledge we could do. Spike Cave we could do. Nothing good. I've already gotten everything out of the dungeon, so it's likely overworld for our next bit of progression. Well, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, just like that, 2 crystals. Item. These. It's the mitts. Okay. Okay. So that opens up a bunch. Let's go. up to Death Mountain. Actually, no, let's go Fire Shed quickly. Bombos. Can't do anything there. Don't want to do anything there. Gross. It's after this, we definitely go up to Death Mountain. We can check the Ether Tablet. We grab that cape. We can scout the medallion requirement for... what's it called? TR. Yeah, this seed's been pretty terrible. Gotta be honest. So what do we need? We need both rods, we need Samaria, and potentially a medallion. Right, I don't think there's anything else. Boots. And, well, boots to get flippers, which we know where they are. Vanilla Ether. Pretty cool. Oh, man. Alright, I did get by. Nice. Okay. We can grab that cape. It could potentially open TR. Can't do anything in TR without Samaria. Or the Fire Rod, really. Oh, double Bombos. So we need Bombos. Alright, so Rod, Bombos, Samaria, Boots. There's Boots. So now, we might want to think about... Aga 1 to get the... flips. Yikes. Pretty bad. Flippers opens up. Desert is open. So both Rods, Bombos, and Samaria are the ones we don't know where they are. We're gonna be an hour in and 4 from go, which is not great. Should have taken a hit there. We can get through just fine without swinging our sword. Miss me. Well, now I don't have sword beams anymore. Alright. Come on, there we go. There we go. Get out of here. So what can be on Ped? Fire Rod can be on Ped. Ice Rod can be on Ped. Bombos cannot be on Ped. Samaria cannot be on Ped. So the rods. The only things that are still in play. Okay. So now let's go get those flippers. And then we can do some stuff around Swamp. Really, really terrible seed. Hopefully all the BS is out of the way, though. Alright, so we're gonna do a couple of things. Actually, we can do it after Swamp. So we can do Cave 45, we can do Bombo's Tablet, and we can do Dig Game after. Also have North Dark World stuff we can do. We can finish. What's it called? We can finish Desert. Alright, now we can go beat Skull Woods too. So we're down to 3 items needed, and only 1 on Ted. It's actually looking pretty good that we don't. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. There's an okay chance that we won't need to go into Mire at all. We can't get in without Bombos. Can't beat it without Samaria. That's 2 items already, so let's go right to the boss. Decent chance that we'll have to come back in anyways. Let's see if I can remember how to do this with the bomb setup. That actually looks pretty good. Didn't get there. Can't line it up. That might be good. I have to go back. It's gonna feel pretty bad. There it is. Finally. Only took, what, 4 bombs? So everything we need for purple. Come on, get over. I don't want to have to do Diver Down if we have to come back in, which will kind of greatly depend on whether or not we get an item off of Argus here. What are we doing? What are we? What am I doing? Well, at least that part of the fight went smoothly. Alright, 2 items should probably come back in. So let's come back in. I mean, we've already got 1 required item out of here. Is it likely there's a second? No. Is it possible? Yes. So, getting that key right before the boss lets us flood this key and not have to worry about any kind of shenanigans. Or diver down. Don't have to get the key first. It's a little bit quicker. So there's either 2 items on this side, or the big key and an item. We shall see. Item. Vanilla big key? Nope. 2 items. Let's go finish Desert. I need to go in and get the big key. Hold on. Almost ran straight to the back. That would have been a mistake. We have Zora stuff we can do. All the flippers checks are in logic now. Can't do that. Idiot. Then I have to get the big key, not the chest. There you are. Alright, Ted's dead. So we need Bombos, and we need Samaria. I would like to find Samaria first. Just for a couple of reasons. Mostly so that we don't have to even think about going into fire. So if we find Bombos first, it's possible that Samaria is in Mire, and I really would not want to deal with that, if at all possible. Let's not waste the fire rod shots. Wasted fire rod shots. Good enough. Okay, so the question is, where do we go now? Something a little bit weird. We're gonna go beat Skull Woods, and then do all the North Dark World stuff after that. I mean, it's also possible Samaria is in ice that I'm putting off because I would like Samaria to ice break it. Not doing Smith Chain, at least at this point. I should grab this. Hold on. Let's do this. Try to conserve a little bit of magic here, of course. Oh. We did conserve magic. We'll be walking into this with theoretically full magic once I grab this. Bait the Wallmaster, and away we go. Okay, easy enough. I don't think we ever checked Bumper Ledge either, so we can check all of that stuff now. Take that over to Catfish and Zora. I think that's the play. Then after that, we can go into Ice. Then we can do Smith Chain stuff. Out of the way, thank you. Got it. Awesome. And nope. Okay. Alright, King's Tomb, what do you got for me? Show me Samaria. Oh, it was red, which is nice, but not the red I was hoping for. Yeah, I never did this because we found the book in Pod, and that opened up the desert. Kind of. So I never went to do this. I mean, we'll take that. Definitely not upset by... Perfect. Oh, that's great. That's great. Now we just need Bombos. And we don't need to go into Mire. The Mire, we're not touching. That middle finger, we're not touching. We can go right into ice after this. Thanks. Let's just scout the island here before we go into ice, just to see if it is Bombos. Nope. Alright, so we're Bombos for go. Any luck, it's in here. But given the items we had left, this is probably best case that we need Bombos. So for sure be able to go mode TR as much as anybody can go mode TR. Okay. Actually, don't want it to switch. We're not. That's 2 items already. Where is that last item? Why is it bombos? Okay. Right, item. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I had a key already. Let's see if we can do this. Try to fire rod dupe here. Nope. Ah. Good news is red mails making this tank a lot of damage. Alright, there we go. Last item, rupee. Alright, so we need to check under the bridge, and then we have Smith Chain stuff to do. Meh. We're gonna come at it from this side. Do Bombo's tablet, then we can go to K45, we'll do Dig Game, and then go up and take care of Smith, Hammer Pegs, yada yada yada, until we find the damn thing. Vanilla Bombos? Nope. Not so much. There it is. Okay, let's go do it. I opened the portal, so that's good at least. But I haven't opened up PR itself, so I still need to go up in the light world. We could have had that as soon as we got the mirror out of desert. But kind of late to it. It's gonna hurt our time, I think, and our standing in this week's race, but it is what it is. So we avoided most of the Smith chain. We avoided Mire. We avoided Spike Cave. So there's some pretty nasty locations we didn't get to. We deduced that Ted was dead once we found the ice rod. So now we just need to find the big key and a bunch of small keys and get out of here. We'll have a full tracker. The red boomerang is missing and 2 of the bottles are missing. There's a big key and a small key. That's perfect. So I want to see nothing but small keys. That's the hope, anyways. The more small keys we see, the more likely it is we'll be able to skip Laser Bridge or potentially the big chest. Not ideal, but still fine. Yep, hit the button to put some Mario block down, please. You can do it. I have faith. Luckily with red mail, those don't hurt so bad. Ah. Almost got through. Actually, I guess I did get through. I just didn't want to get bunny beamed. Or Moogle beamed, I guess, in this case. We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna hope we don't get 3%. We did not. Perfect. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Right, off to Trinex, and then GT. Okay, we got through that, barely. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, off to GT, look for the big key. Start the climb. So silvers would be nice. Gold sword would be nice. Half magic would be nice. Beyond that, I'm not really interested in anything. But I'm also not going to go out of my way to look for any of it because we can beat the rest of the game with what we have. 14 hearts of red mail. I get 2 bottles of blue goo. Where are you, Big P? Not here. Alright. Red meringue. It's the red meringue. I'm heavy. Oh, that didn't even make a sound. Unless I didn't hear it, but I didn't hear that thing make a sound like it was gonna drop. And I want to kill the Gibdo before. That time I heard it. Yeah, that first time I did not hear it at all. Okay, that's cool. Not what I'm looking for. I guess it's number 2 on the things I would like but don't need. So can't be too upset, I guess. What's going on out there? We're going to random. There it is. Let me find silvers. Or half magic. Nope. No, we won't. Take that, though. Love me a magic refill. Hey. Alright, not too bad there. Not too bad there at all. That was bad. I am gonna have to grab that magic refill up at the top, or the next room I should say, before I go up the stairs. You've got to be kidding me. I was about to say, I'm gonna do this one check to see if we pull silvers, and sure as shit, we pulled silvers. That's unbelievable. That is unreal. I'm not even gonna, I don't care if that's half magic at this point. I wonder how many people are gonna pull silvers there. I mean, if you're specifically hunting silvers, you probably will. But I don't know who is going to be specifically hunting silvers. Right, I wanted to get the double there, and I did. Ah, just a single there. Come on. One more. Really? Hey, Mike. I should sub 150 this. Real time. In-game time. Definitely sub 150. I can't believe he pulled silvers there. I'm still 4, 5, 6. I'm still kind of shocked that we did. I'll hit him once or twice more just in case. Because I want to. With the menu, that's fine. Okay, we get a double here. That and more. Alright, that's about as clean a Ganon fight as I'm going to have. So just north of a 148 real time. Gonna be in probably the low to mid 140, mid to high 146 range on the in-game time. We'll find out in a little bit. We were just late to Bombos. I mean, there was a lot of stuff late, but being late to Bombos is probably going to slow us down a little bit. But let's check out what the times are. Alright. So far, what do we have? We have a 147.38. I'm going to come in probably a little bit ahead of that. A 143 from Doggy Dolphy, who's one of the better runners. At least the ones that do these. 216 as a time. Limp Bagel, 155. Where did he get stuck? Oh, he missed out on the lamp in Thievestown basement. Which means he was late to the flippers. Because he needed that lamp for Agate Tower. Alright, that makes sense. So 155 for Bagel. The Mad Friend. Mad Friend. Is that a bee in a bottle? Is that what Mad Friend is? I don't think I've seen that one. Alright, so 231, 156, 31, 153 for Skeptic Canary. Got a 157. We've got a 151. Oh, Average Frustrated Gamer. Okay, you're jumping in here. He ran that earlier. He finished about a half an hour ago. 140. Pretty good. Pretty good. So this 146 is going to be in the top end. Not bad. So first sword, 21 minutes. Yeah, that was in Skull Woods. Boots were in Super Bunny. Flute was in Ice Rod Cave. Mirror was in Desert. Swordless was Hera. Fighter Sword was Thieves. 14 bonks. Not bad. Yeah, I'm not upset with this. We were just a little late to Bombos, but 146.49. So that puts us third as of right now. I will take that. Yeah, Emok still hasn't run the seed. He usually runs them every week, so we'll try to keep an eye out for him. See if we can watch him while he runs it. Yeah, I'm not that upset. It just worked out that we didn't check Smith. We put off Smith Chain for a while. I mean, I guess what we could have done, in theory. Well, I guess it really wouldn't have changed too much, but we could have done like we could have gone to Bombos tablet and up that way, gotten Bombos, gone up and checked all the North Dark World stuff, and been Go mode Samaria. If we just followed that route north and then along North Dark World, that would have saved a little bit of time, but not a ton. A couple of minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes. So we would have finished mid 140s, but that's fine. I mean, outside of that, I don't know that I would change too much about the way we did this. Not too much at all. Mad Friend. I might go back in and see what's on TED. I gotta be a bee in a bottle. I can't think of what else it would be that we don't have. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. That's it for me. Is there anybody that's doing anything now we can raid? Let's take a peek, shall we? Hmm. Yeah, not really. Uh, ba, 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 ba. All right, let's go check out. We got Dennis running the Cross Keys ladder, winner of the Mentor tournament. So we'll check him out. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go Patriots, and I will talk to you all soon. Raid to Dennis is incoming. Have a good one.